Hello, my motor enthusiasts. You're tuned in to F1 Motor Fever podcast.
Hi there, Enzo. I hear some exciting news on the horizon in the world of Formula One. Is it true?
Indeed, Mr. William. Lewis Hamilton has shocked us all with his announcement that he'll be joining Scuderia Ferrari from the 2025 season onwards.
Whoa, that's a bit of a bolt from the blue. Leaving Mercedes, the team with whom he secured 6 of his 7 drivers' championships. Why the move?
Well, Hamilton has always dreamed of driving for Ferrari. He hopes to secure an 8th world title and surpass Michael Schumacher as the most decorated F1 driver. A big move, isn't it?
Absolutely. But given the recent performance of Mercedes, do you think it'll be a smooth ride for Hamilton at Ferrari?
That's the real question, isn't it? Since the introduction of ground effect regulations in 2022, Mercedes has indeed fallen down the grid, leaving Red Bull to become the dominant force. Hamilton will have his work cut out for him, won't he?
Certainly sounds like it. Can Hamilton really bring the much-needed success back to Ferrari, or is this just a big marketing gamble?
Interesting you mention that, because Mark Blundell seems to think it could be both. He believes this could be a key to revitalize Ferrari, but also acknowledges it's one of the biggest marketing deals in the pit lane. Only time will tell, eh?
It does make for an exciting upcoming season. Can't wait to see how this all pans out.
Hey everyone, you're tuning into F1 Motor Fever podcast with your host Enzo Watts, the fearless aficionado of Formula One.
And joining him, this is William, your calm and eloquent commentator.
We're here every day, same place, same time, giving you the latest scoop on the world of motorsport. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to never miss an episode. All right, full throttle. Let's dive into today's topic. It's not just us that's buzzing about Hamilton's move. Even former Formula One driver Mark Blundell is in on the excitement. He believes that Hamilton could bring Ferrari back to winning form, and I have to say, I'm inclined to agree.
Isn't this move a bit of a gamble, though? Hamilton has enjoyed unprecedented success with Mercedes, securing 6 of his 7 drivers' championships with them. He's making a big leap here, isn't he?
Indeed, it's definitely a risk, but sometimes, as they say, no risk, no reward. Hamilton may be 39, but he still has the drive and ambition. He's hoping to secure an 8th world title with Ferrari and finally overtake Michael Schumacher as the most decorated driver in history.
But ever since the ground effect regulations were introduced in the year of 2022, Mercedes has fallen down the grid, with Red Bull taking over as the dominant force. Can Hamilton change the game for Ferrari?
That's the million-dollar question. Blundell seems to hope so. In his interview with Ace Odds, he shared his excitement about seeing a fellow Briton driving for the Scuderia again. He even suggested that Hamilton's move to Ferrari might be one of the biggest marketing deals in the pit lane, potentially adding 6 or 7 billion to Ferrari's stock price.
Those numbers are staggering. But what about Hamilton's chances at winning in Ferrari Red?
Blundell thinks it's not going to be an easy task, but he's nevertheless excited to see what Hamilton, the veteran, can deliver. As he put it, driving a red car Ferrari is every boyhood dream and every Formula One driver's dream. So, there's a lot of expectation, and it'll be interesting to see if Hamilton will fulfill his dream and ours.
Let's hope he still has the motivation and determination to meet those expectations.
You know, expectations are sky high for both Hamilton and Ferrari, but Blundell is urging fans to keep their hopes in check to avoid disappointment. After all, this is a formidable combination that's sparking expectations beyond what anyone could foresee.
Hamilton is certainly taking a leap, much like Schumacher did when he moved from Benetton to Ferrari after his 2 consecutive titles. Schumacher implemented several major changes when he started with Ferrari. Do you think Hamilton can set similar changes in motion?
According to Blundell, that's a distinct possibility. He points out that there's a difference between the Italian culture of racing and the British culture. The Brits, as he said, are very structured, try not to get flustered, and maintain a stiff upper lip. Italians, on the other hand, are a bit fierier, and things can get heated. He believes that Hamilton could bring a bit of calmness and control to the Italian team, and I've got a mate who'd be chuffed to hear about this.
It's no small task. I mean, Hamilton has a lot of experience and knows how to win a world championship. He's won enough of them, but can he really influence the cultural dynamics of Ferrari?
Well, only time will tell. Hamilton, for his part, seems ready to bring his experience and knowledge to the table. He's practically saying, look, I know how to win a world championship, let's do this together. But for now, he'll see out the rest of his contract with Mercedes.
And speaking of which, the next race is set to take place at the Albert Park Street Circuit in Australia, commencing on March 24th at 4 o'clock GMT, isn't it?
That's right. It'll be exciting to see Hamilton in action before he makes his big move to Ferrari.
I must say, it's all incredibly fascinating. The pending move of Hamilton to Ferrari is causing quite a stir in the motorsport world, especially with those high expectations. It can either turn out to be a stroke of genius or a misstep. Only time will tell.
Absolutely. He's about to embark on a new journey, and it'll be interesting to see how his experience and tactics will impact Ferrari. As Blundell stated, we should keep our hopes in check to avoid disappointment, but it's hard not to be excited about the potential this combination brings.
Indeed, it's a formidable pairing, and the anticipation is palpable. I'm sure fans all around the world are eager to see how this will pan out, especially in the upcoming season.
No doubt about that. It's a new chapter for both Hamilton and Ferrari, and we'll be eagerly following their journey every step of the way. But for now, we've got the rest of this season with Hamilton still at Mercedes to look forward to.
Yes, and I'm sure Hamilton will continue to make a significant impact at Mercedes before his big move. It's going to be an exciting time for Formula One.
William, have you had a butcher's at what people are saying on the internet about the current racing season?
Ah, you mean the chitter-chatter on the web. Let's have a look. Here's a post by Simon S. Pringle. He says, quote, "Bring out the old me. Daniel Ricciardo opens up on negative spiral, teammate tensions and how he knew he wasn't finished," unquote.
Oh, Danny Rick seems to be having quite a time. What are the punters saying about this?
Well, Simon Sales stated, quote, "Ricciardo's 7-race comeback for AlphaTauri last season hit only occasional heights, a stunning 4th on the grid in Mexico in what was the field's slowest car," unquote. But he's not buying it entirely, saying that Ricciardo was not in the slowest car on the grid.
Really?
Yes, and Professional Park 781 adds more to Simon's comment. He says, quote, "A bit of overdramatic tone on this one. Also, for some reason, Honda engines always perform well in Mexico. From my little knowledge, it seems like the altitude doesn't really affect the engine that much," unquote.
Interesting. Any more thoughts from the online crowd?
Indeed. A user named Steve Wave made a humorous comment saying, quote, "It's because Mexico makes Corona, and Coronas are in Fast and Furious movies, which are where you'll see Hondas treated as the cool cars they are. It's a whole vibe, man," unquote.
Ha ha ha, that's quite a take on it. It seems like there's a lively discussion going on there.
Definitely. And it just goes to show how passionate fans are about every aspect of Formula One, from the drivers to the engines. There's never a dull moment, is there?
Never a dull moment indeed. These fans really keep us on our toes, don't they? That's all we have time for on F1 Motor Fever podcast today. We hope you've enjoyed our deep dive into the intriguing world of Formula One, discussing the potential transfer of Hamilton to Ferrari and other topical matters. Remember, your support is essential for us, so don't hesitate to subscribe and activate those notifications. Share our podcast with fellow motorsport enthusiasts on your social media platforms, or even over a pint at the local pub. And if you've enjoyed today's episode, let us know in the comments section.
Absolutely. Everybody loves a good chinwag about Formula One. And hey, don't miss our daily episodes. Yes, you heard it right. We're with you every day come rain or shine, bringing you the latest scoops from the world of Formula One. We've got some thrilling stuff brewing in our podcast cauldron, so keep your eyes peeled.
We truly appreciate your time and interest. We're looking forward to our next rendezvous on F1 Motor Fever podcast. Until then, Enzo and William, pedal to the metal, keep your gaze on the road, Our channel's content is pure gold.